the Bible.
In the beginning.
But Abraham.
Moses looked back at those who followed him.
Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Bible Broadcasts, vintage stories and hymns from the golden age of radio. I'm John Henderson. Join me as we travel through the Bible from beginning to end, as heard over the airwaves of the 20th century. Today's story is the Song of Songs, also known as the Song of Solomon, from two different radio programs. In the first, actors play Solomon and his beloved, from an April 20th, 1947 broadcast. The second radio program is just a straight reading from Song of Solomon from a September 29th, 1941 broadcast. But before we get to our story, open your hymnal to number 595, When the Saints Go Marching In, from a September 1947 broadcast.
I'm just a weary pilgrim, plodding through this world of sin, getting ready for that city, when the saints go marching in. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh Lord, I want to be in that number, when the saints go marching in. My Father loved the Savior, what a soldier he had been, but his steps will be more steady when the saints go marching in. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh Lord, I want to be in that number, when the saints go marching in. Up there I'll see the Savior, who redeemed my soul from sin. With extended hands he'll bring me, when the saints go marching in. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh Lord, I want to be in that number, when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in.
And now today's story.
Shir HaShirim Asher LeShlomo Yishokeini min shikos pihu Ki tovim dodecho miyoyin.
The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's.
Yishokeini min shikos pihu Ki tovim dodecho Kitovim dodecho miyoyin. Naich ke'eder haksuvot.
Solomon, king of Israel, sang his song, which was the Song of Songs.
Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thine eyes are as doves behind thy veil. Thy hair is as a flock of goats that trail down from Mount Gilead. Thy teeth are like a flock of ewes that are newly shorn, which are come up from the washing, whereof all are paired and none faileth among them. Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet, and thy mouth is comely.
The Shulamite listened and heard the Song of Solomon.
The voice of my beloved. Behold, he cometh, leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young hart.
Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. O my dove that art in the clefts of the rock, in the covert of the steep place, let me see thy countenance. Let me hear thy voice. For sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thine eyes are as doves. Thou art a rose of Sharon, a lily of the valley. As a lily among the thorns, so is my love among the daughters.
As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my love among the sons.
Come with me from Lebanon, with me from Lebanon. Look from the top of Ammon, from the top of Shinar and Hermon, from the lions' dens, from the mountains of the leopards.
And the daughters of Jerusalem mourn with Solomon. Whither is thy beloved gone, O thou king among men? Whither hath thy beloved turned, that we may seek her with thee?
I sought her, but I found her not. I said, I will arise now, and go about the city and the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek her whom my soul loveth. I sought her, but I found her not.
Return, return, O Shulamite. Return, return that we may look upon thee.
Min hamire bor kesimro sashon.
Who is this that cometh up out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense? Behold, it is the litter of Solomon. 80 mighty men are about it, of the mighty men of Israel, that handle the sword and are expert in war.
A garden shut up is my beloved, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed, an orchard of pomegranates with precious fruits, henna with spikenard plants, spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon with all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes with all the chief spices. Thou art a fountain of gardens, a well of living waters, and flowing streams from Lebanon.
Awake, O north wind, and come, thou south. Blow upon the garden, that the spices thereof may flow out.
Thou that dwellest in the gardens, the companions hearken for thy voice. Cause me to hear it.
Make haste, my beloved, and be thou like to a gazelle or a young hart upon the mountains of spices.
A love poem for you who like poetry or love. The most intoxicatingly beautiful I know in all literature. The Song of Solomon. I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys. As the lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters. As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Stay me with flagons, comfort me with apples, for I am sick of love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand doth embrace me. The voice of my beloved. Behold, he cometh leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind our wall. He looketh forth at the window, showing himself through the lattice. My beloved spake and said unto me, Rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. The time of the singing of birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. O my dove, that art in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs, let me see thy countenance. Let me hear thy voice, for sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks. Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet, and thy speech is comely. Thy temples are like a piece of pomegranate within thy locks. Thy neck is like the Tower of David, builded for an armory, whereon there hang 1,000 bucklers, all shields of mighty men, until the day break and the shadows flee away. I will get me to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. Thou art all fair, my love. There is no spot in thee. Thou hast ravished my heart, my sister, my spouse. Thou hast ravished my heart with one of thine eyes, with one chain of thy neck. How fair is thy love, my sister, my spouse. How much better is thy love than wine. Thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under thy tongue. Thou art beautiful, O my love, as Tirzah, comely as Jerusalem, terrible as an army with banners. Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm, for love is strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. Turn away thine eyes from me, for they have overcome me.
Thank you for listening to Bible Broadcasts. Enjoy this week's closing hymns.
Just a little Lord Jesus, ruler of all nature, O thou of God and man the Son, thee will I cherish, thee will I honor, thou my soul's glory, joy, and crown. Fair are the meadows, fairer still the woodlands, robed in the blooming garb of spring. Jesus is fairer, Jesus is purer, who makes the woeful heart to sing. Fair is the sunshine, fairer still the moonlight, and all the twinkling starry host. Jesus shines bright
next week on Bible Broadcasts.
Beyond the Jordan, among the mountains, Jerusalem, as I saw it last, the day the armies of Babylon took us away. A whirlwind, and a great cloud, a cloud of fire. In the midst of the fire, 4 living creatures, each with 4 faces and 4 wings, supporting the throne of the Most High.
We're approaching the end of the Old Testament, our Christmas stories are coming soon, and then we head into the story of Jesus. Subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss an episode. Thanks.
God be